Welcome to Weakness Bigness. This is Adrian here. Day 18. Almost 16 pounds down, 15.8 pounds down, and continuing on. Today was workout day and it went great. I actually found that my cardiovascular health seems to be improving greatly. And that seems to be because of some of the small changes I've been doing. As I've discussed in previous episodes here of my daily vlog, I guess, regarding this MacroFactor 100-Day Fitness Transformation Challenge. I have started with a strategy of just compound movements with 3 primary exercises, which was the bench press, the bent over barbell row, and squats. I have slowly integrated in an overhead press to incorporate my shoulders, start getting those motions involved as well. And as an additional cardio factor slash just overall functional training, I've added small calisthenics movements throughout the day every time I enter the office. Those exercises are bodyweight push-ups, bodyweight squats, crunches, jumping jacks, and if you can see behind me, I've also been doing lightweight, about 65 pounds lat pull downs for rep sets of 25. Every time I go in or out the office, I do 25 of one. So I'm just doing it through a cycle. This has clearly improved my health. My heart feels a lot better. I've actually been able to stay on my exercises at a consistent heart rate of around 130 to 140 during my workouts. And I haven't peaked or hit any of these 160 plus moments that I had previously. So we're in a positive state. Due to that, I want to actually talk about change and why I'm making these minor little adjustments and changes to my strategy continually. Well, I mean, let's talk about it. Change and adaptability. Why am I actually doing this? Well, for me, and I think most of probably the fitness world, and probably the experts are a lot better at this. But for me, I would say it's like switching from a comfortable sweatshirt to, I guess, a Speedo or a bikini bottom. You're gonna resist. You don't want to do this, but as you start to get into it soon, you'll be like, it's not that bad, and willing to strut your stuff, and shake your thing, with confidence. It's just gonna take time, and these little changes take you out of your element. Think of your muscles as the same thing as your mindset. These small little things and changes keep your muscles guessing, keep your nervous system, even your electrical synapses in your brain and your muscles, everything, guessing what exactly is it I'm supposed to do. I think that often we get too comfortable or we get complacent. We like to stick to one workout routine and think that's the end all be all. Or we want to get in these rigid, 8 weeks or 16 weeks or 4-week programs and think, this is the only way to do it. But think of these routines like your favorite TV show or podcast or, radio station on your drive home from work. We get in these repetitive things, and sometimes the only way to force progress or challenge yourself is to shake things up. Change. Just change in itself. Picture this. You've been doing the same workout for, let's say, 3 months. And not only is it mentally becoming just second nature and feeling boring, I guess, you're getting to the point where you're not getting that same pump. You're not getting that same overwhelming feeling of stimulus, then why not change? Why continue to do something, although it may be working consistently? If you are bored doing it, why do it? I mean, I understand that progress is one thing, and I'm not probably talking really to, advanced lifters who know exactly how many sets they need to do, etc. I'm talking to people like me, the average Joe, who likes to sit on his couch and watch TV, or the skinny guy who it's hard to gain weight. Why would you continue to do the same exact thing if you're not seeing the results you want to see? Or if it's just unenjoyable? I think that means that it's time for change. I'm trying to think of a good example, but how about imagine you go to the gym religiously and you use the treadmill every single day. You jog your 30 minutes, etc. You're certain that by performing this jog, run, walk, whatever it is, that this is the ultimate workout. You're going to burn all the calories you ever need, and it's the only thing that you ever need, and you're going to get to your goal. And one day you come into the gym, or you go into your treadmill room, whatever the scenario is, how you got to that treadmill, and it's broke. What are you going to do now? Well, you could go leave the gym and walk, but you went through all the effort to get into the gym. So maybe you now say, okay, what the heck? I'll try that bike class, or that yoga class, or Pilates, whatever it is that's available and happens to be going. You participate, and almost immediately you see the instructor freaking going, go, faster, push, stand up, do this, do that, or, get in a downward dog, or something that you have no idea what the heck is going on. But you took a chance. You're trying to adapt. And guess what? Suddenly you find this newfound love for a new exercise, or now you like to ride bikes instead of running, and you feel muscles and tendons and ligaments that you've never felt before because different areas are being accessed. That is change, and we all go through an adaptation process. You are mentally telling yourself to change. The change I'm going through, I'm saying I'm not going to allow myself to become complacent. As I've said in previous episodes, and even in my announcement for going to this challenge, was that I am looking to change my life. Making certain changes just to make myself healthy are not going to be all it's going to take. I have to now adapt not only my workouts, adapt my mind, adapt my eating, adapt everything in my life to now make sure that I can become anew. You can do the same exact thing. Adapting to new workouts or new ideas or new concepts can be like trying to follow a complex dance routine. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to stumble. You might trip. You might fall. You might step on someone's feet. But eventually, you're going to find your rhythm. You're going to adapt, and you are going to suddenly be in the dance and not outside looking in. Who knows? You might even start enjoying, the two-step, or, those once dreaded burpees, as you start finding new items and things that you can do to keep yourself occupied, motivated, and could continually go through change. I think the key to this is finding a way to not allow your mind to be rigid or inflexible. And if you find yourself in a moment where you feel you are inflexible, take yourself outside the box, and with a positive attitude, look at the situation. What can you do? As for me, I was drastically obese. I'm still obese. However, I am losing that weight, and I am going through this journey very positively. However, if my fitness journey throws me a curveball, what am I going to do? Am I just going to give up? No, I'm going to look at what are the alternate routes that I can continue on this. If, let's say, I were to injure a muscle, so I can't work out. I'm just going to use this as an example. If I were to injure a muscle, I can't work out. Suddenly, I can't. Let's say it's in my leg, so I can't do any kind of squats because I might tear my quad or my hamstrings hemmed up or whatever. That doesn't mean I don't still have half my body able to be used. Oh, that also doesn't mean that whichever leg is injured, the other leg can't be functional. I can still do activities. I can still continue on with weightlifting. I could also take on other things. Let's say, I can't really use my leg. Well, then maybe I'll go find some place to swim. Maybe I will, get one of those knee bikes, and instead I'll go walk on one leg, but with that knee or leg or whatever, hindered and out of the way. So I'm still getting my cardio. I'm still working out. I'm still taking that time. Be willing to try something new. Be willing to challenge yourself and be willing to look at it through a positive lens. Don't allow something so small and so negative, or what you may even perceive as so negative, to overwhelm you or prevent yourself from being flexible and adaptable and open to change. It might feel like you're being put through a freaking blender and that the world's against you and everything the mountain is on your shoulders. Well, I'm not telling you to throw the whole mountain off. That might be impossible. But you can pick at that mountain until it starts to crumble and keep crumbling until it becomes nothing but dust on your shoulders, and shake it off. I would say you'll come out stronger on the other side. So, my topic today was about change. Be willing to embrace new exercises. Be willing to challenge your muscles in different ways. And most importantly, have fun. If it's not fun, why do it? Enjoy yourself. I have grown such a great positive mindset from this challenge. Things I thought were impossible have been proven to be possible by myself. And it's so strange that all it took was for me, like a light switch, to say, click. I'm no longer going to listen to that negative voice. I am no longer going to allow myself to tell myself I can't do that. Flick, lights off. I don't want that anymore. I was able to look at myself and say, no one was there for me. Oh, instead of playing the victim card, saying, oh, nobody said, hey, you're getting heavy, or hey, maybe you should lose weight, man. Hey, I care about you. Nobody want to say that. No, flick that off. That's bullshit. The truth is, only I could say no. The reality is, I could flip that to positive. And at the same time, just because someone wasn't there for me doesn't mean I can't be there for you. doesn't mean that we can't be there for someone else. It's not about what's been done to us or what we've allowed ourselves to do to ourselves to be our crutches and to prevent us from being open to change. So, like I said, have fun with it. And at the end of the day, it's not all about calories burned. It's not all about the muscle gained. It's about the journey. So let's persevere, and hopefully we come out the other end with many great stories to tell. Keep pushing forward, everybody. Stay adaptable. Remember to laugh at yourself when you actually can. And here's the change. I hope everybody's fitness journeys and whatever in life may come your way continues to bring nothing but joy and happiness. And if it happens to rain, don't be sad for too long, because rain brings one great thing. That's going to be rainbows. Have a good one, guys. Nice seeing you, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.